We thought everything was ready to rock. And comes the racing, and nothing goes to plan.
So we'd sat around for 2 days, nothing to do, and finally raced, and nothing went to plan. Went farther behind in the pro Lite points, just kind of all in all a bummer weekend.
Nothing, no racing action yesterday, no practice qualifying on Friday.
Are we racing? If we do race, do we go out there and ruin our stuff?
The biggest field in 2024, it's going to be some kind of showdown.
Johnny Holtger off to a strong start as well. Been in the top 5 for all 4 rounds, including 2 podium finishes.
About to be unleashed. Get on your feet. Here we go. Heading into Forest County, Potawatomi, turn number 1. Listen to that horsepower as they enter.
Ryan Bean looks to be out front early. He will get the Yokohama hole shot here in Pro 2, and Thomas slides in front of Kincaid as they go down the front straightaway.
Sunday morning came around, the sun came out, they scraped all the slap off the track.
Ricky G in 4th and Holtger into the top 5.
Yeah, Johnny Holtger now really putting the pressure on Ricky Gutierrez. He goes to the inside. Looks like Johnny Holtger got around Ricky G as well. Now Ricky G goes back to the inside. They got a great battle going on. Boy, Ricky G stepped on a line right away, got around John Holtger. You seen that?
Really tough to get traction down there on the bottom.
Yeah, it might be one of the best battles on the track right now. They are fighting tooth and nail.
Holtger now trying the crossover. He'll go to the inside at Calamity Corner. Once again, looks like Gutierrez just a little bit better run, but you see Holtger really working hard. He might be starting to pull away now from Johnny Holtger. Oh, a little bobble there by Gutierrez, and Holtger looks like he might have spun around in the gravel pit.
Yeah, Holtger goes around.
It's going to cost him about 4 positions on the racetrack.
Pro 2, we were doing good. Me and Ricky were knocking each other's doors off. And then halfway came around and I spun out from the carburetor, the bobble in it, and kept going, and then the truck overheated. Pro 4. That beat the heck out of me. I'm sitting here with a truck that I've never drove. You know, I drove it off the trailer, but I've never raced it, driven it, nothing.
We're about to take the green flag in Pro 4. Here they go, Pro 4 underway, heading into Forest County, Potawatomi, turn number 1. Who can get their truck to turn 1 first? Here we go.
The only way I was making the highlight reel is when I spun out in the Argonne corner and got stuck. That was about the coolest thing I did with that truck. So. That truck has a lot of power, but it was not all there on the handling and drivability aspect.
Well, man, who you got in Pro Lite this afternoon? It's going to be who can get through turn 1 clean and who can beat everyone there. I think you got to get that fresh air, get out front. They put some water down. You know it's going to be a little bit of an ice rink in the first half.
Trying to see who can slow down Trey Gibbs and Johnny Holtger, and I'm looking for a bounce back out of Matt Wood. He's had a rough start to his season, but he always seems to do well here at Crandon. We'll see how.
Well, there we go. Pro Lite's underway. Round 5 on your inside. See all these trucks just dancing back and forth.
Who is going to have the Yokohama hole shot? How about Tyler Remreed first into turn 1? Running up on the high side. He left the door open for Gibbs, but Remreed able to hold on, and he is your leader in Pro Lite. Suspects right behind him. It is Gibbs, Holtger, and Michael Funk in the 4th spot.
Johnny Holtger and Gibbs really having a good battle early. Here comes Holtger to the inside. A little bit of a mistake going out of the Argon loop.
Yeah, he's going to try to fall back in line, and look at that. Holtger stacked into the back of him. Holtger will hold on to that 3rd spot. Now here comes Carson Parrish alongside Michael Funk. Tons of contact that time with Parrish, and now Holtger back into the party.
Yeah, we got a 3-way battle here.
Yeah, that steam's getting worse, pouring out the top of Johnny Holtger's truck. There is Parrish in the 2nd spot, flat landing off the Polaris jump. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going away big time.
Went over the Polaris jump, and I heard like, almost like a gunshot. Like, boom! And then there's just smoke all the way around me.
Uh-oh. Oh, we got some fire underneath that truck.
Trouble for the 44 Holtger. He's gonna have to pull off the track here.
The truck is basically like dragging on the ground, and like just about comes to a stop when I get off the track. So that was a bummer, but the heat exchanger exploded, like literally blew up. Then that caused to ruin the motor because it was running without coolant. So that was an expensive day. And then the Cup race and the Pro 2 we decided to run. Something stupid happened. I don't remember if the hood flew up in my face or... I remember that was uneventful. I do remember that. We packed up, rolled out, took the next day off to just kind of think, you know, like, what do we need to do here? My team was starting to really figure out what they truly signed up for.
What do you think about ERX?
I think ERX is the coolest track on the circuit. New motor in the Pro Lite. There's a little bit of drama in the team, so there's some old people out, some new people in. ERX in the past, you know, that's where I shined. You know, I picked up some wins there, some podiums. You know, I've always had good to decent results at ERX. So I was like, all right, here's our turning point. You know, this is where things are going to start to get good again. And then they didn't.
This thing ain't even moving at all.
Holger?
Yeah, mid or hot.
Yeah, that truck and him are dialed together. When he can stay out there the whole race and it's ready to go. That truck's fast. So is he. He's doing a great job. But you get up to these big tracks, Trey and him are going to duke it out, I think, really.
Yeah.
We're underway here. Green flag flies. Johnny Holger trying to go to the inside with that Yokohama tires, number 44.
Yeah, Funk and Parrish were banging doors on the entry into turn 1.
Parrish, he's looking really, really quick early.
Funk left the door open there for Holger, and again, Funk just going a little bit too wide through the core RV hairpin. We'll be coming to the halfway point. Carson Parrish is going to be your leader at halfway.
Take a look at our laps that time by.
Yeah, Holger still just about a 1/10 of a second faster. And uh-oh, Brent. Trouble for the 44 of Holger after he crossed the finish line. Some smoker steam coming out of the 44. And Matt
Parsons, he's been really quick. Green flag flies, we're back underway. Look at Remry not wasting any time.
wow, and look at that restart by Funk. He's trying to gain 2 spots as he goes into turn 1. And he will, so Michael Funk on the move. Big time aggressive move by the 77. He's back up into the top 4. Now Funk going to work on Matt Wood.
And he's going to go really, really wide. He's going to cost him some spots. Look at this. Battle for the lead. Johnny Holger takes it over for now.
Whoa, and Holger all crossed up, able to gather it back up. There is Holger already out of the truck and surveying the steam that's pouring out of the engine bay.
Man, tough break for Johnny Holger in that Yokohama Tires HBI ride. Now it's the high horsepower, the big boys of the sport, the Pro 2s and the Pro 4s, and kick off here in Elk River.
It's like Gutierrez got a really great jump.
Johnny Holger now into our camera, the 93 Yokohama Tires Ford, trying to dig to get up to these top 5.
It's now Greaves, Ricky G, Corey Winter, Johnny Holger, your top 4, and Holger putting the pressure on Winter through the split lane.
Yeah, Holger's got his head down late in this race. He's buttoning up. He's got one of the oldest trucks in the field, so give the kid credit.
Still looking for his first win in Pro 2.
Here comes Johnny Holger to the inside. He's going to make room. He makes a pass. He's going for Joe.
They were all 3 hitting one another. Keegan Kincaid trying to follow Holger through the door.
There's Johnny Holger, takes over second place.
What a move by Holger. Look at Winter cross over to the inside.
Johnny Holger in that HBI impact ride, trying to lock it down, takes over second. Holger shows a little puff of smoke. I think that's body panels. That's rubbing on the tire.
I landed off the jump after turn 1. I heard like a crunching noise. And then like the truck like started bouncing off the chip.
Smoke going. There might be more than that, Brent, as Holger was going to pull off this track.
Oh, tough break for Johnny Holger after a great, great, strong run.
Drive shaft.
Can someone give me a ride to staging? I gotta get in the Pro 4. Underdrive fell right out of it. What? Underdrive fell right out of it. They start pulling me and I see my underdrive laying on the ground. I don't think I've ever seen that happen or anyone's ever seen that happen, but the mounts cracked off. So then basically it was just held on by the 4 bolts in the back of the tranny and jumping and bouncing around. Finally stripped the threads out and it fell out. So If it could have held on for another lap, that would have been a second place podium. So after Crandon, we took that newer Pro 4 and did some testing with it and got the no lift shift in it and started to like figure some stuff out and find some sort of a comfort level with it and started to throw it around and get a little bit comfier. But coming in ERX, didn't qualify great, to be expected, but we went out there for the race. I think it was like the first or second lap. And you know, if you've ever watched a Pro 4 race, every now and again someone chucks it in a little too hard and stalls, and then the guy next to him hits him, hits him, hits him.
800 horsepower, here we go! Looks like RJ Anderson got the jump there on the Wildman. Down the straightaway.
There's that unit rentals for 44 going really, really
Whoa.
deep. Oh, Chetty collects a couple drops.
They were in the middle of the track and I tried to like square it up and drive under them. And right when I got back on the gas, someone slid into me and it drove me over, like sent me in a wheelie over the top of Kyle Chaney. And I forgot what all it broke, but there's a lot of stuff messed up on that thing. Yeah, so we were the farthest away from our shop. And we just had like the worst day of racing we could have had. Not a single truck finished. And you know, it sucked. It was a late night. Trying to remount the underdrive back in the Pro 2, trying to fix everything that went wrong in that Pro 4, arms, getting the rear end back square, rebuilding the steering rack to see if we could free it up a little bit more. Saturday night I was like, all right, we got to start finishing here. You know, I don't care what we got to do. Let's try to put a truck on the track that's gonna finish. You know what I mean? And Sunday rolled around. Pro Lite made it 2 laps, and there went the motor.
Johnny Holtger already trying to go to that inside line. There's just not a lot of grip down on that bottom. We'll see who can get to this turn first.
And already some more steam out of the 44 of Johnny Holtger. Hibbs just flying right now, trying to catch up to Matt Wood. More steam coming out of the 44 of Holtger.
There goes Holtger down to the bottom of Wood, trying to make that slide job pass. He knows he can't let Gibbs get away. A lot more smoke out of Holtger, and I think something's going away early.
Wow, and he just got piled into there by Carson Parrish. Yeah, Holtger's gonna pull aside.
So, Pro Lite, crew said truck's gonna be great, gonna be good. I was like, no way. And we went out there, and sure enough, 2 laps in, I'm on the sidelines in a ball of smoke. And you know, it's just frustrating to kind of have to sit in the middle of the track and watch Trey go by and lead the race, and like, just like, it's a kind of a painful feeling, like, dude, like, he's just running away. Green flag flew and we took off. You know, we were hanging with all the big dogs. I remember I was in like 4th right behind Mickey. Driving the wheels off the thing, hoping for something to happen that I can get on the podium to kind of prove that, you know, we're here to race, we're here to perform. And coming out of the 180, full throttle into the split lane, and you know, I don't know.
Someone has gone up in smoke, and I am afraid that is Johnny Holtger. And it is, so more problems for Johnny Holtger here at the ERX Off-Road National. Steam billowing out of the number 93.
Yeah, but that was not ideal. You know, I wanted to go in there and prove that I'm the guy, and I want to get on the podium and show these guys how fast we truly are, and back to sitting on the sidelines watching everybody go by. So this Pro 4, you know, here we go again. We kind of started off in the back, just putzing around, and halfway came, and it turned into madness. The same thing, someone stalled, and this time my move worked, so I went from like last to second, and then first place got a black flag for causing it. So then I was in first in this truck that I had no idea what I'm doing in. So I'm just trying to make laps, not crash, not like, I don't know, I'd probably say I made 2 laps in the lead, and coming out of the last corner, it like hit a rut and it just like snapped. And like I couldn't turn the wheel back fast enough. It was like so much resistance that I couldn't get it back. And it just like looped out. And then all those guys got by me and just kind of putted around, but we came home with 4th. So we finished a race that weekend. Not the way I want to finish or any way like that. It was very disappointing, but yeah, that's how it was. We got 2 trucks with blown up motors and no results. And definitely coming into the Lena is a blessing and a curse.